Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Plants vs. Zombies! Apologies for not uploading yesterday and also, uploading late today, but you guys should be used to that by now because, well, for one thing, I got school and also other stuff to deal with. So here we go, this is Beghouled Twist. Basically, it's Begold, but with a twist, so to speak. Ugh, that was lame. Alright, so click the twist plants, make matches of 3. It's exactly the same as before. But like I said, it's with a twist. But, to be honest, I still have not, to this day, perfected my, skills with this game. Like, I don't know about skills, actually, to be honest. But, simply put, I am not really good at this minigame. The only way I actually win at this minigame is by just randomly clicking around. I mean, so far, I've been actually kind of lucky with this, right off the bat. But, I can assure you that I am definitely not anywhere skilled at this game to the point where I can say that I can do it without randomly clicking around the screen, but that's pretty much what I'm gonna have to do when it comes to this minigame. Because that used to be the case for regular Begould, but not anymore. So, we're just gonna do just that, for the time being, until we get lucky enough. I honestly have no idea why my voice sounds a little different today. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I personally can hear it as I talk right now. Like, I can hear like a I don't know how to say it, just a deepness in it. And I'm pretty sure it's not puberty. At least I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it's not puberty. It's most like more so probably just like some cold or something. But I swear I don't really have that. Like, this morning I did feel a little different, and well, actually a lot. Okay, so here's something that might have something to do with it, but I don't really believe that. Like, so basically yesterday, I was just fine when I woke up, but later on, I had a horrible stomach ache. And let me tell you, this is not just any stomach ache. Like, I always have stomach aches from time to time, and they're very uncomfortable. But this particular stomach ache lasted all day, and like, you can just ask my friend. Like, I was actually like, I was at a friend's sleepover when this happened. I woke up and just for some reason wasn't just. That's just when it started. It was later on the day, so I just don't know what the deal was with me yesterday. Basically, I just had a stomach ache all day. Normally when I have a stomach ache, it only lasts for like a few hours at the most. But yeah, this was just, I don't know what this was, to be honest. But either way, that's basically how it was. And then when I woke up today, it was all gone for the most part. But when I got to school, I noticed that, like, I was having one of those, like, okay, so did I mention, like, that, like, sometime in the fall, like, after cross-country season ended, like, I started to have, like, these problems with, like, phlegm or whatever it is, like, constantly getting to my throat and causing problems. Well, I had, like, a minor comeback of that, you could say, today, like early this morning when I got to school, but it really wasn't that bad. Like, it only lasted for like an hour or so at the most, because like it was where I had to blow my nose and then it was pretty much all gone. So it was one of those cases, so it wasn't that bad, and plus it was really temporary, so I thought nothing of it. But now that I'm home and recording this at 4:30 in the afternoon, it's just like, now it's just my voice that sounds different. So I don't know what the deal is with me lately, but I hope it ends soon. Because the only thing that's unusual about today, besides whatever's going on with me, is the fact that today's the beginning of my second semester in high school, senior year high school, senior year semester. God, Jesus, I can actually like say things right for once. But I guess I'll have to get used to me not saying stuff right because, well, that's just something dude, seriously? Okay. Let's just play the game already, God. Of course, say that, but then next thing you know, I'm gonna get right back to, talking about other stuff, which is cool, I guess, Nobody seems to have a problem with that, so we'll roll with it. Roll with it. Alright. In case you're wondering what... Again? Really? Why does it always do that? Like, for some reason, I keep on getting, like, these unlucky times where I just have, really bad, like, matches and whatnot. That's fine, whatever. We really need to get these matches going because, like, we're only about halfway done with this, and zombies are already starting to get through, which is not good at all. It's never good. Okay. I honestly don't think we're ever going to get to the point where we can actually, like, replace our P-shooters with repeaters because, you know, we're starting to have problems with this. Man, if my voice gets actually starts getting worse, I'm probably just going to only record one episode today because I would hate to start having problems with my throat like halfway through an episode. That would really suck tremendously. Alright. So let's see, what else am I going to talk about? Well, also today, I guess I'm going to be filling out my tax return for the first time ever. Yes. It's one of those things that happens once you turn 18. You have to start filling out tax returns. Just brilliant. But I don't know. From what I've heard, it's not too bad unless, well, for me, I don't think it's going to be that bad. You know why? Because I only had one job last year, and it was, you know, working at the Evergreen State Fair. And, you know, that, for the most part, you know, was nothing too exciting. And also, it only lasted for 13 days, and I only got one paycheck. So, you know, with only one paycheck, well, actually, then again, there's also my YouTube thing, but I don't really know where how I would do that, you know, but obviously I can get help from my parents on that, but still. You know, it's just really complicated, you know, my situation, because, you know, most of my income comes from, you know, being on, you know, revenue from YouTube, so I really don't know what to, you know, how to handle that. You know, I don't expect anyone who watches my videos to know how to handle that, so you know, it's just something I'll just have to figure out. Alright, let's do this. Come on. Yeah, it's funny, like I actually got paper in the mail. It said if you don't file for tax returns, you will actually get like a fee. You'll have to pay like a fee or something like that, and so it does not sound good at all. So yeah, you get the idea. Like if you don't, if you don't have a job, does that mean you don't have to file for tax return? I'm guessing. This is actually, these are probably the most naive adult questions I could probably ask ever. Alright, come on, let's get these matches going. We only need 8 more, come on. Okay, there's that. Again, just randomly clicking around, hoping to get matches. So far, it's working out pretty well. You know, I can't really say I've had problems with that. Okay, there's that. Any more? Yep, there we go. Okay, there we go. Alright, we got it. We got this. Jeez. Alright, so there's that. So yeah, and also got my voting bell in the mail. That's something I've already done before. I did that in November last year. Okay, so this is Big Trouble Little Zombie. It's a very self-explanatory minigame. The zombies are small and they go faster. That's really all there is to it. And you know what? I just realized. We've already played this minigame. This was the other minigame in this collection that we've already played before. But you know what? Who cares? We're just gonna play it anyways because for one, we've already started, so why stop now? Alright. Plus, you know, this minigame doesn't take that long anyways. Actually, I don't know if there are, but there could be differences between this one and the adventure mode version, but I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. But oh well, let's just play and find out. And if we don't find out, then who cares? We gotta play it. You guys got to see me play it again. Even though it's no different than last time. I mean, they're giving us the exact same plants before. They're giving us pea shooters, walnuts, hopefully soon lily pads, and cherry bombs to quickly deal with these football zombies. I still think the football zombies look really funny when they're small. It's so ridiculous. What the hell are we supposed to do about these zombies in the pool if we don't have any lily pads yet? Ugh. Yep, there goes my throat. Man, I hate when it does that, really. I just want to, you know, I just want to record some videos, you know, but I guess my throat doesn't agree with that. My throat doesn't agree with that. I don't know why I did that random accent there. I have no clue whatsoever. And now you're giving me lily pads, but no plans to put on them. What the heck, game? Okay, there we go. This'll work. Okay, there's that. Alright, so now we got pea shooters going. At least on every row, I should say. And I don't think that pea shooter would have dealt with that cone head zombie in efficient time, I should say. Okay, we've almost got an entire column of walnut zombies. I mean, walnuts go, not walnut zombies. We're not gonna see those guys for a while. But when we do see them, oh boy, it's gonna be a doozy. The way the game actually like gives them to you, it's just It's definitely not something you want to see in a dark alley somewhere. Definitely not. Okay. Alright, we've got almost 2 columns of pea shooters. I think that will be set, but even then, it's safe to keep your setup going nonetheless, you know. It doesn't hurt to have a lot of extra plants out there to protect your lawn. Or better yet, your brains. Again, I have no idea why I did that. I really need to buy that upgrade soon. Okay, that upgrade would have been really nice to have right now. It really would be. But oh well, I guess I wasn't thinking. And we'll have to put walnut right here just for good measure, I suppose. Come on, bring us more lily pads and pea shooters. Really? One more cherry bombs at least. Come on, game, come on. Come on, bring the cherry bombs and the lily pads. Well, sure, you're gonna bring us cherry bombs, but nothing put them on in the water. Okay. This works, I suppose. Alright. Apologies about my throat. I really can't help it, guys. Man. This is gonna be one of my biggest downfalls as a Let's Player, is, you know, having a throat that likes to go out sometimes. Go out? That sounds wrong! Dude, that sounds wrong! Well, kind of, but not exactly. I just don't know what's wrong with me today. I really don't. It's not gonna be one of those do not watch this episode kind of episodes, but it's starting to feel like it. But I can assure you it won't be. It won't be. Just replace them. This is pretty much what the upgrade is gonna be like. So the only difference is that you don't have to dig up the walnut before you plant it. There you go. There, I said it. There, I spoiled the so-called upgrade we'll be getting very soon. Alright, let's start getting those cherry bombs out and dealing with these zombies real fast. Okay, there's that. There's that. Alright. Dare I say this version actually has better commentary than last time. I'll definitely say that. I will definitely have the balls to say that. Alright. Actually, I don't know about better. I really don't. Okay. Just keep on planning out those walnuts and cherry bombs, I suppose. Well, not cherry bombs, but lily pads. Well, cherry bombs are good too. You can never really complain about cherry bombs. You just really can't, because they are useful for what they are. Even though they can only destroy like so many zombies at one time. By that I mean like any zombies around them for that matter. Okay, more cherry bombs. That's very useful for the football zombies, I suppose. Alright. Hey, did I mention... I don't know if I mentioned on my channel, actually, that there's actually specific games that I'm playing to... I actually already have a plan on exactly what games I'm going to LP this year. And... I don't know if I mentioned it here or not. I'm probably going to be repeating myself here. Dare I say repeating, because I already used that, you know, that pun in an early episode. But, you know, there's actually something really exciting that will probably get a lot of people hyped. And it's the fact that I plan to do my first Zelda Let's Play this year. Yes, I'm dead serious. MCG is going to do a Let's Play of a Zelda game. Now, if you guys know me, you know that I was never really into the Zelda games. I really never was, because, well, I look at them, I try to play them, you know, my friends persuade me to try them out, but, you know, I played for a few minutes, and I just go, oh, it's good, I can see how people like it, but at the same time, it's just not my thing. And this is Portal Combat. You know, because whenever I play a Zelda game and I go, this is okay, I don't see how I'm gonna enjoy it. Well, after that I say, well, I guess I'll go play some Portal Combat on Plants vs. Zombies. Yep, that's usually how it works. Okay, but in all seriousness, this is Portal Combat, and as specifically stated, that it's basically gonna be portals. Now, these portals, basically, whatever goes into the blue portal will end up on the other blue portal. Now, in some ways, this will work into our advantage, but in other ways, they will be not so advantageous for us, I should say. If that's a, you know, I know it's a weird term, but still. But it can also benefit the zombies. Like, for instance, say a zombie goes through this portal, or this portal. They will end up right here, near the end of our lawn. So that's where it can be a problem. And hopefully that means we won't see zombies on these 2 rows right here, because that would be a very cheap a very cheap move on the game's end. But hopefully we'll just have to assume that we won't have to have a problem like that. And then every now and then this will happen. The portals will relocate. Or at least one or two of them will. Here, this doesn't really affect us. It just means that the zombies are going to switch rows as soon as they get onto the lawn. So this really does not affect us. Except for the fact that I just placed that in a very stupid way. Whatever. You get the idea. Sometimes it doesn't really do anything. Other times it becomes a real problem. But for the most part, this minigame is really not that difficult. Dare I say not that difficult, because some people do actually have trouble with this minigame, and I can understand why. Because when the game does cheap stuff like this, where a zombie can go through this portal and end up right here, at the very end of your lawn, very cheap indeed. But you know, and that's just a simple minigame. All right, let's start making a second column of these guys, I suppose. Why not? And then we can have a fourth row of. I mean, a fourth column could be the, what's it called, the cacti, sorry. Cactuses. Cacti, bleh. Okay. Just shut up, dude. Just shut up and play the damn game. You know, that was actually comments I got on episode Battle for Bikini Bomb. It was so funny. You know, I get a lot of troll comments sometimes, and some of them make me go, no, that's not okay. And like most of the time when I do get something like that, I will actually say that, like, still. Basically, simply put, I do not tolerate trolls on my channel, but I already went through this, so I'm just going to say, jump to the point. Sometimes, some of the comments that I see from trolls are really, really funny. I will admit that. And, you know, but still, again, I don't allow it, but still, you guys get the idea. Alright, now, shut up, just play your games. Okay. Now, please tell me Cherry Ball will work on this guy. Indeed it does. Okay, we're good. So it's not a total loss, you know, but still it would be good to have a cactus on all 5, you know, rows. That'd be good. Oh boy! Oh joy! Look at this. Yeah, this is not good. Not a location like that. But, oh well, we might as well move on. Alright, so still no zombies on this row. We're good. We're good for now. Just for now. Let's not get, you know, ahead of ourselves here. Oh boy. What are we gonna do about this? So we're gonna have to start moving this stuff of the row ahead, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. Oh boy. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start replacing the pictures with repeaters. That'll probably be a best plan of action. Alright, now we got a walnut column complete, so we don't really need to... Well, we could do this. Here, let's replace this walnut right here. There we go. Again, portal relocating? Are you kidding me? Okay, now what's gonna happen? Oh, well that doesn't do anything. You know, as long as a zombie doesn't get through here, we're pretty much... That's not really gonna do anything. Okay, so we're good. We are good. So really, the only portal that's a problem right here is this, I guess. But then again, that really just, yeah, it just puts these two in danger. What? Oh, crud monkeys. Oh wait, oh, well, I don't even know whether to be. Oh boy, that is not good at all. That is not good. Oh boy. That was definitely not a good thing that happened there. Okay, well, we're just fine anyways. We recovered from that. But now we have a vulnerable row, so we might indeed have a problem after all. But we'll just have to make do with whatever happens. Whatever happens. Oh, great. Again. Why, game? Why? Oh, that doesn't do anything. It really doesn't. Okay, well, that's just the same as before, so it doesn't even matter. Okay. Let's place this walnut right here and win the minigame. Wow, I didn't realize it goes by that fast. You know, most of the Let's Players I've seen do this have actually had a lot of trouble with this, including... Actually, I don't remember if NCS had problems with that minigame, but whatever. Anyways, I guess just had a lot of luck there. So what? Okay, we're at 19.5 minutes. Should I do one more minigame? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do one more minigame because this one was... Yeah, this one we've already done before. So let's do this. Call him like you see him. A very lame title, but it's self-explanatory. Call them like you see them. Basically, the gimmick of this minigame is every time you plant a plant, it fills up that entire column with that plant. Now, that may make this minigame sound ridiculously easy, but it's not. Because they're gonna throw so many zombies at you that you're gonna be completely overwhelmed. And just because of that, this minigame is actually really difficult. Of course, if this were to apply in regular levels, then in this minigame, then that would make it really easy. But in this minigame, no, it's still really hard. No pun intended. And now, that means that since you plant, every plant fills up every column, that means that you could actually, that could be very beneficial if you have a jalapeno, because then you can pretty much destroy every zombie on screen instantly. So that makes the jalapenos more powerful, but it's still just it's a really difficult minigame, simply put. Do I need to spell it out any further, really? Do I? I don't think I do. So we're just gonna keep on, putting the zombies at bay as much as we can with our complete column of, squash. But then this becomes a problem also, is when they got the ladder guys out, because now the taunts are useless. Unless you have your, what's it called, what? Why do I keep on having brain farts? Well, I'm not even gonna worry about it. As long as you have these guys right here, these magnet shrooms, then, well, as long as they pull together, that is. But still, they're gonna be overwhelmed with stuff to magnetize. So since even though you only have, considering you only have 5 of them, they're not really that much useful. But at least the good news is we were able to get rid of all the ladders. So I guess we're good with that. But, believe me, this minigame, oh boy, it gets insane. Especially whenever you hit a huge wave of zombies. That's when it gets really bad. It also gets really bad whenever I burp, because I won't even talk about it. Okay. And then also this. We start to see gargantuars. Problem with gargantuars, it takes 2 jalapenos to kill them. Unless they've already been damaged enough to where they got the bandages on their arms. When they got the bandages on their arms, it only takes 1 jalapeno. And then they start to throw out the, the stupid, imps. Duh. Okay. And then we start to throw out the squash, which kills zombies instantly. So it's a temporary solution to the problems, I should say. Okay, so that'll keep the zombies at bay temporarily, I suppose. Honestly, I don't think I've actually ever lasted this long with the, with the roof this full. So I guess I was doing the right thing and using the, these things. All right, let's go with this. And do I hear right that they're playing the Ultimate Battle music? Hell yes, it's the Ultimate Battle music. Yes, I love that song so much. I was actually, really, kind of depressed. I wasn't gonna be able to hear that song ever again. I mean, even though I can barely hear it now, because, the volume is really low. But still, you get the idea. Like, I was kind of depressed, not thinking that I might not ever hear this song again. But, this makes it all better, hearing it at least one more time in this minigame. When I said one like that, it sounded like I was, like, rapping or something like that. Okay, and now we have ourselves a final wave of zombies here. But guess what? We got squash and jalapenos, so I think we're pretty much covered at this point. Let's get the squash out. Now, look at that beauty. Oh, yes. And then we win. Now that's how you do call 'em like you see 'em, I guess. I didn't really give a good explanation, so I guess it's not really a good explanation after all, but I guess maybe that's a better way to do it. But I'm not the one to brag, okay? I'm really not. I'm just not. It's not my style, okay? And it looks like we've unlocked a minigame that we've already played, so I'm gonna play this minigame off screen, and then I will see you guys next time where we play Bobsled Bonanza. Oh no! I hate this one! Ugh! I can't even name anybody who doesn't hate this minigame. Bobsled Bonanza. It's a doozy. and we'll be playing it next time on Plants vs. Zombies. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.